Did you abandon Audrey downstairs? Yeah. You snooze, you lose, is Iris. You never say that. Hi, hello. Not you. And welcome back to the September crafting update. And Irene helping me so nicely by talking when I'm talking. Hi, yes, if you're new here, hi, welcome. I'm Gabby, your human host. You can find me everywhere online as Gabagales and on my hand-dyed yarn at Plies and Hellhounds, pliesandhellhounds.com. We do have two corgis. Irene is up here with us today. Audrey is downstairs on the couch. Stairs have not been easy for her lately, so she does not like to go up and down the stairs anymore. Which fair, neither do I. We are a crafty puppy interrupted channel coming to you from Central Connecticut. And this is what I've been crafting in September. I do know it is like midway through October, but things have been just very busy with work and travel and mostly work. So I have not had a chance to sit down and record anything for a long time. So here we are. I've got some cold now coffee. I did a Jam PDX order for mugs. So I got this one. I got her flock mug and I got a Lily of the Valley one. So because it's burr time, it's witchy time. So yeah, I have knitting, I have planner stuff, I have fabric acquisitions. I do have some sewing to share with you. Let's just get into it. I have one finished object. We did a little friend to make along. Sorry, I have a string and I keep thinking there's a spider on me. We did a little friend to make along over on the Patreon, and we did the Patchwork MCal by Alicia Plummer, and I finished mine. I love it so much. I did mine on my Selkie base, which is an 85-15 non-superwash. Oh, I have my rings. Non-superwash merino silk blend, and I used my winter collection colors. So we have, which were also from the Dark Academic Advent Calendar, Numinos, Anacarum, Rexeria, and Yugen is the darkest. I love this so much. It is so cute. This is as close to quilting as I'm gonna get, I think. And I'm not mad. I'm not mad about it at all. I'm so excited. If it's cold enough, I'm gonna wear it at Indian Tangled maybe, or at least Rhinebeck. I think I have all my sweaters planned out, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. She's been like sitting up here being blocked for like 2 weeks because I washed her, I blocked her, I left her up here, and then I did a bunch of stuff and I never came back upstairs. Ugh, I love her. So good. So this is my only finished object for the month, I think. I don't think I knit anything else in September. I really cannot recall anything else. I have not been keeping track of what I've been working on as well as I usually do. It's been a little crazy. Oh, I guess I bought stuff too. I got the pastel Halloween box from Shop Knitting Nelly, and this is the bag that came with it. I love it so much. And I cast on socks for travel. So I went to Austin, Texas with Jake for his work conference in September, and then immediately went to All Things Go DC with Lindsay, Larkspur Knits, in September. So I needed to cast on mucho travel knitting. Everything is messed up. So I cast on, I think this is Nomadic Yarns. I don't know where the tag went, but I'm like 90% sure it's Nomadic Yarns in squad gourds, self-striping, and I'm just doing a blueberry waffle. I needed something that wasn't vanilla. And just making a sock for me. I did a Fish Lips Kiss heel because I have that heel memorized, and honestly, it is so stinking cute with these stripes. Love that. And the pumpkin stitch marker, I don't remember who did this, but this came in the Shop Knitting Nelly box. And yeah, super simple sock. Just needed something vanilla-ish. Something to put on the needles while we were at conference for like the one meeting that we went to and like dinners and stuff. Very happy with this. Socks, I don't have timelines for. I just cast them on. And apparently I cast on so many that I couldn't find any sock needles. So when I went to All Things Go, we had to stop at a yarn store and buy sock needles, which they didn't have. So I think I bought 2.5s. Twos? I think I have twos. Just 2.5s. I bought a pair of 2.5 Knit Pro or Knitter's Pride Royals. I know that's too large for a sock, but I just needed something to knit on. And I cast on. This is the Midwest Princess by Valkyrie Fibers. So I just cast on a sock. I did 56 stitches because I usually do 64. The gauge is, you know, not as tight, obviously, but I think it's still good for a sock. Worst case, if they're too big on me, they might fit Jake. I don't know. Or I just now have chaperone sleeves. Iron, please don't lick the blocking mats. That's weird. While I was at All Things Go, I knit one sock tube. I'm going to do contrasting toes and heels. I have my... No, that's not my heel marked out. I don't know. It's an afterthought heel, so I'll figure out where that goes. Yeah, this is what I worked on during All Things Go. Chapel Roan was not there. We were the festival that she canceled, so I understand, am sad, glad I got to knit on her the yarn. The yarn, very fun. The show, exceptional. Oh, that was such a good festival. I'm too old to go back, but that was so good. So yeah, this has just been my sock knitting. Lindsay just caked off a little bit for me because I have Good Luck Babe from Nomadic in my stash. I also rearranged my craft room a little bit. This is very jumbly. I am all over the place today. What was I saying? I have Good Luck Babe from Nomadic Yarns that I forgot to bring because I literally had like 7 hours between getting home Thursday and leaving Friday from Texas to Maryland. So it did not occur to me to come up here and get the yarn. And I should have put it in the bag. I did pack for this trip before we left for Texas, but the yarn just did not occur to me because I was trying to pack the yarn for the Texas trip. That was my bad, but Lindsay let me have some because our socks do not take 100 grams each. So this has just been on my sock bag. I have not cast on the second sock for that one. I will. Maybe for Rhinebeck. We'll see. And that's my sock knitting. I know I have more socks on the needles. Couldn't tell you what they are. Couldn't tell you where they are. Don't know where my needles are. That is kind of the theme for my life right now. Don't know where my needles are. Ever. Moving on to sweaters. I have 2 sweaters. Both have deadlines. So let's go. I cast on a sweater for Jake. This man deserves a sweater more than anybody I know. And the last sweater I knit him the vest, the High Tide shell, 2 years ago. Not this last Rhinebeck, but the Rhinebeck before that. That doesn't count. Doesn't have arms. I also knit 2 back to back, so it didn't really feel like I knit 2. It just kind of felt like I continued making 1. So I cast on the Bibliophile by Alicia Plummer. I'm having an A-piece fall apparently in Nightshades in the VCR colorway. And I have finished both sleeves. This looks so funny. I have made him a weird shrug. Both sleeves are done. They're finished. I am now on the body. I might stop and pick up and do the collar. I would like him to have this for Rhinebeck. Rhinebeck is next weekend. I'm filming this on October 11th. Rhinebeck is 7 days away. I have 7 days to do the body and the collar. I think I can do it. I do have a pretty packed schedule, but a lot of it is dyeing. And I have done a ton of the admin prep this week out of sheer panic. So I'm hoping that means tomorrow, instead of going through vending stuff, I can work on this a little bit. I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. Homeboy needs a new sweater. This is, I think it's a DK weight, so it's lighter than any of his other sweaters. All of his other sweaters are worsted weight. I think his cardigan's DK, but I need to like reblock and sew a ribbon on the button band. The button band just sort of like went too loosey-goosey. I'm really hoping I can finish this for him. He has been like hinting at it for so long. I couldn't tell you when I bought this yarn. It was years ago. 3 years ago. It might have been 2021. It might have been like the first Rhinebeck back after the pandemic had started. So this might be a 2021 Rhinebeck purchase. So yeah, I am chugging along. I am making him the, where's my phone? 44-inch chest circumference size. So it's not impossible. I can do this in a week. It's just straight stockinette. That's kind of like the best part. Also the worst part. But I also just really need a stockinette project right now. Oh, there's my darning needle. Yeah, I did the cuff, and I've been doing sewn bind-offs for the cuffs at the hair salon this morning because your girl has a timeline and she's gonna make it. It's gonna look so good though. It's gonna, I hope it better fit. I'm gonna be so mad if it doesn't fit. I have, I think, 2 more skeins caked up, and then I have 2 or 3 more skeins not caked up. I think I'm on my 3rd skein. It feels like I'm not going through the yarn fast enough, but I have only knit the sleeves, so that's why. The body's gonna eat yarn, but I have plenty. I think I bought 2 extra skeins, and then I know Knit New Haven carries VCR on nightshades usually all the time, so like worst case scenario, I just have to go to the yarn store and get more. So that's what I'm mainly working on. The other thing that I really wanted to have done for Rhinebeck, I don't think I will, solely because it is not travel friendly. Sorry, my glasses are going like anime hero, and then the camera's not focusing on me. Also, they're extremely dirty, so I can't see anything. I am doing the test knit, the Rose Garden test knit for Knitting for Breakfast. I hope that's correct. This sweater is so stinking cute. It's a colorwork top-down sweater with lace and baubles, and I'm in the yoke. As you can see, it is not travel friendly. I mean, it could be, but I don't have a brain cell to spare. So I am working on the lace right now. I just did the baubles like 2 days ago. The body is stockinette, so once I get past the sleeves and the yoke, it's gonna fly by. I was hoping I could have this finished for Rhinebeck. The due date is the 20th. So I would like the body done by then. That way I can at least try it on and be like, I knit this size, this yarn, this is how it fits, love it, kind of thing. I usually am better at test knitting than this. Sometimes, sort of. I try to be better at test knitting than this. Where did we go? The Austin trip just threw me for a loop this year. I don't know. I just feel like busier this year than I have in other years. I hope the wind is not too distracting. But this is so cute. I am doing this on my Marie Cutie base in the ephemera colorway and leather bound. And I'm loving it so much. It's been really fun to work on. I haven't done a lace thing in a long time, so it's keeping my interest. I'm not excited about these ends. The pattern said to cut the yarn between the baubles, and I understand why. There's a lot of stitches, but oof. I might just have interior fringe because I don't wanna cut these. By cut, I mean weave them in. I don't want to weave these in. Oh, I'm using, I'll have to show you. I'm using my, what is her name? Hello Lavender. I'm using my Hello Lavender Progress Keepers as my main stitch marker. So we've got our floral and black one. Jake's sweater has the potatoes. I feel like that's very fitting for him. Potatoes. So they're getting lots of use. And that's kind of it for my crafting, sort of. We'll do fabric-y things, and then we'll go into stationary things. Before I forget, I did get the pastel Halloween thing. We're kind of all over the place. Came with a sock set by Newburgh Yarns in her soft sock called a pastel Halloween sock set. Look how cute this is. I love it. I kind of want to do a little color work thing with it maybe, or just a textured color work. I don't know. It's so cute. I really want to cast it on, but I have to find my needles first. So, sewing. I did make curtains. Well, a curtain. One single curtain for my craft room, I just needed something. I didn't want to like block any light out of here because there is only one tiny little window, but I needed something so it wasn't just like, look right, not like there's anybody across the street who can look right in. It's a cemetery, so, but I wanted something, so I got this like skull and bones lace from Joann's. They were having a big old sale on their Halloween fabric and costume fabric, and they had this really cute reel where they put up like double gauze and this lace over a doorway, and that was kind of my plan, but I couldn't find like the double gauze that they use in the reel. My store just didn't have it, but they had this lace, so I got I think a yard of it to make a curtain. So I just folded it over to make the channel for the curtain rod, and then very gently / haphazardly cut the bottom to go along with the lace pattern, and we have a little lace curtain. I think it's darling. I love it so much. It's kind of like grandma-y, and then you get real close, you're like, oh no, those are eyeballs. I love it so much. I did go a little bit crazy with the fabric, so let's get into what I got and my plans. They almost all have plans. First off, I got a yard of this brocade, and it's got metallic threads. So my plan with this is I want to make a bodice. I really want to make like a Renaissance Fair Hobbit bodice out of this to wear every day. I love vests. I'm entering my Hobbit fall, and I will be entering my Hobbit winter to go into Hobbit spring, and obviously round it out with Hobbit summer next year. But I really want to have like an everyday wear bodice. Like, I don't know. I'm struggling with my wardrobe, and I'm also at the point where like I just want to dress like the Renaissance Fair kind of all the time. So I'm gonna. So I have to check my patterns. I don't think I have a bodice pattern anymore. I'm gonna sneeze, hold on. I don't think I have a bodice pattern anymore. I have a corset pattern I like still, so I will be on the look-see. I know there's a ton of them out there between like Etsy and Simplicity / McCall's, and I might, for reconstructing history, I have to double check. Do we see this little croissant using my blocking mats as a bed and sighing like he has a job? What was I saying? I have to find a pattern. But I really want it. I would like, I don't know when, but soon. Oh, I don't know if I showed you guys. It's been so long. We went thrifting and I found an old ironing board. I got just like a cover off Amazon. It does not fit very well, so I'm going to get a horse saddle pad, a wool saddle pad, and cut it and like 3M Velcro that to the top. But this works for now. I, as you know, want to become a sim deep down inside. I want to be cottage living. And there is a dress. Welcome back, Sim Gabby. She's here. There is a dress that I really want to make from The Sims. And I saw this fabric and it reminded me of it. Now that I've played the game a little bit more this past week, I realize it's not exactly the same, but it's close enough. Sort of. Okay. Let me start over. I saw this fabric, it reminded me of The Sims, and I thought, hey, I can use this to make my Sims dress. Got to the store, they did not have enough, but I did buy the rest of it. So I have, I think, 1.5 yards or a little over 1 2/3 yards of this. There's glitter everywhere. This glittery mesh, witchy eyeball, amazing, like, stars. Yeah, this. I have no idea what this is gonna be now. Maybe a skirt, maybe a dress. I don't know. I just needed it. I know that this is one of those things where I'm gonna fall in love with this and then Joann's is never gonna have it again. So it was on sale. I had coupons. So I got, it's not quite 2 yards, but there's sorry, I kicked you. Sparkles everywhere now. I'm so excited for this. I have to look at some patterns. I gotta look at patterns. That's really the end of it. This is also gonna get glitter all over all my knitting and in my coffee. Just, oh, it's so pretty. I thought about using this for curtains too, but there wasn't enough. The only room I think we could do it is this room. Like, I don't even think this is enough to, like, just do it in my office, because that would be cute. But I have 2 windows in my office. I don't need matching curtains, but I would feel weird. I would have to find the fabric for the other curtain to go with it before I make that into a curtain. After learning there was enough, I was on the hunt for Sims fabric, and I think I found it. It matches a swatch of the dress. Sort of, same vibe, but less sparkly. I got this celestial, again, mesh, but in the navy and more embroidered than, this is the right side, more embroidered. How fun is this? So, like, it's kind of like it's not a drop waist or an empire waist. That's what I was thinking of. It's just sort of like a scoop neck skirt with the ruffle, and then the sleeves have the ruffle. Big of the ruffles. Love it. So cute. And I think this is going to be a super cute Sims dress. Do I just have to do like a series of slowly turning into a Sim? Because I will think about it and want to do it, and then I'll never do it, but I'll dream about it forever and ever. I need to find a pattern for that too. That one I feel like is going to have to be a lot of drafting. I think if I can just find something for the bodice, I can kind of like make the skirt up as I go. I got 3 yards of this. I couldn't remember if 3 yards was my go-to tutor gown or regular dress. I think 4 yards is tutor gown for me. 3 yards is normal dress. I'm not done. Lord, bear me strength. So the next thing that I wasn't gonna get, and then I saw it in person and I was like, no, I have to get this, is this velvet snake mesh. So the snake part is velvet, the rest is mesh, because why not? I'm all reputation girly. So I was like, oh, this would be super fun to do. Like, I think it was like Spire and Thistle, they had a bodysuit where it was like a sweetheart bodysuit, and then it had a high neck, and it was all mesh, and then like the big billowy sleeves. I was like, oh, that's fun, that's dramatic, that's cool. So I was like, oh, well, I'll get this other fabric, and then maybe I'll turn that into the bodysuit, or I'll turn that into like a dress, and then we'll just have like layers and snakes and things. And so I got 2 yards of this, which is also kind of see-through. So I think I need to get another layer. I don't know. We'll see. I have no pattern in mind for this. These two were like the big impulse shop. So my fabric bin is just sparkles right now. This is so fun. It's like I got it in the sale area. So it's very, like, it's not a knit, but it's got some stretch to it. But it's just got this like raised texture, ripple, and a little bit of sparkle. It's very cool. I'm very into it. Not a clue what it's gonna be. I gotta start looking at patterns for that. I gotta start sewing the other things. I have 2 skirt kits waiting for me to just sew them together and put in elastics sitting in front of me next to a drill. Yeah, listen, I immediately made those curtains when I got home. So that's like knitting yarn as soon as you buy it. It pretty much means I can get more fabric, right? I am so excited for work to slow down a little bit so I can get back into a routine and work on crafts for me and just have some downtime. I'm very excited for that. But yeah, that was my little Joann haul. I have not been fabric shopping in a hot second outside of those 3 Liberty fabrics we're not going to talk about, because I didn't make them in time for Austin, and I'm still sad about it. Did I buy the pattern? I have to see if I bought the pattern. I might have bought a pattern. I don't know. I gotta check. It's been a lot of emotional spending again this year. I really wanted to buy 100 million skeleton things and gnome things and mushroom things, but I was good. I did not. I did buy some Halloween birds at Target though. Separate thing, different day. That is all of my crafting stuff. So let's talk stationery things. As we know, I'm a Hobonichi girly. I mean, I'm a journal girly. I'm an Archer and Olive girly. I did buy myself the I have to cancel that. I have to cancel the subscription box for next quarter. I don't need that. This is why I don't have any needles anywhere, because I take them out of these projects to podcast, and then I leave them everywhere. I got the Midnight Library Archer and Olive thing, but it's Hobonichi season. They launched the 2025 Hobonichi line, and I got mine. I showed you my yearly calendar already, but one planner is not enough for me. I need 100 planners. I have a Hobonichi Cousin Techo hardcover. I think it's called the Han. Of the, hold on, I just need it again. I got the illustrated cover by Hiroko Kabuta, and it's just this little fox on a bicycle with the moon. And then there's also a cat with the mailbox. So I got this for my everyday planning. It has the year at a glance, monthlies, the weeklies, and the daily pages. So the, and this clear pen holder page thing. Every time you buy one, you also get a pen. So this is the pen this year. The only difference between this and my cousin that I currently have is this is a hardcover and illustrated. The cousin that I get every year is a soft cover and just plain yellow. I put it in a big ol' case with pockets. But because I don't have pockets this year, I did get a pouch to hold on my stickers. It also has it's got some stickers in it. It's got this little flippy flappy to flap up and I think separate things, but I can't, it won't stay. I also don't have anything in here to make it stay, so you can make compartments. So I got this just to keep all of my stickers handy, because I will be putting the the cover that I have on my cousin this year away for the year, because I'm not going to be using it. I will probably use it again next year. I just want to give, the illustration of this was just too cute to let go. And I don't need a new cover yet, so I got that. And then for business planning, I have the Hobonichi Weeks, and this year I got the Paddington Bear one. It's so cute. It came with this note, so I put it in the back of my planner, and the side also says, please take care of this bear. That's honestly what got me to get this. There's a flower one that I almost got, but then I read, please look after this bear, thank you, and wanted to cry. So this is very similar. It's got the year at a glance. It's got a year at a glance, monthlies. This is your weekly spread. And then this one has, instead of dailies, it just has some regular notebook graph paper in the back. And it's all the Tomo River paper, I believe is what it's called. What's up, bud? So this is what I use for business stuff. This is kind of like the daily grind. And then this is work, personal, everything kind of thing. But this I can really just do notes, do collab notes, just, just work stuff. So yeah, that's my stationery. I'm very excited for 2025. I think I'm gonna do a setup video like I did last year for these guys. There are stickers I want to get. I haven't gotten them yet, but it's only October. I don't need to set these up until December, so I have plenty of time. Plenty of time. And yeah, that's what I've been making. That's what I got. Making wise. Life stuff. This one's probably gonna be fairly quick. We, again, have been just so busy with work and travel. We went to Austin, Texas for 4 or 5 days. I don't remember how many anymore. For Jake's work conference. It was a ton of fun. It was very fun to go back. I went in 2023 to see, we saw Taylor Swift in Dallas, and then we went to Austin for a day. And then this past March, I went to the Hill Country Weaver retreat in Austin, and that was a lot of fun. And then we went back, so it was very good to see places that I had seen before. We ended up going swimming on the lake that the Hill Country Weaver retreat was on, so that was really fun, because that whole retreat I just wanted to go swimming in that lake, and then got to. Did Terry Black's for barbecue, because they're barbecue people, so obviously we went to the barbecue places. They had a 5K, so we walked that, and it was up along the Lady Bird Lake River bit. That was very fun. And yeah, just the food was great. Food was amazing. We went to a speakeasy called the Midnight Cowboy. Amazing. So good. That weekend, I did All Things Go with Lindsay, and we saw Renee Rapp, Hosier, Toa Bird, Remy Wolf, Muna, Luvi? I can never remember how to say her name. Delightful. It was so much fun. It was so muddy. It was so muddy, but it was so much fun. And yeah, now we're home and just deep into indie prep. Very deep into indie prep. My entire downstairs is yarn everywhere. So that is it. And Advent. And lots of Advent stuff also as well. So many Advent things. So yeah, it's just work has been crazy. Just lots of working. I have not really been reading. I started Inheritance. I think that's the third book in the Aragon series. I did start that. We're just chilling. We're vibing. I know I've read things, but I honestly could not tell you them. I have just been in a constant fight with my laptop. Not my laptop. I lost the audio to the last video that I tried to post 2 weeks in a row. So that has sort of taken up all of my spare time. So it's just been work and then fighting with audio kind of stuff. So I'm excited for the calm times after the Advents. I'm excited for Vlogmas this year. I really want to try and do Sovember. We'll see. I don't know. I do have a lot of things to sew now. We'll see. Yeah, I'm excited to do house projects. We have been focusing a lot on the yard lately, as it should be. It's fall. The garden has been great. I planted garlic for the first time, so we'll see how that does. I went and harvested all of like the produce outside of pumpkins, so the garden is pretty much ready to be winterized, which is basically just taking all the stakes out and taking all the ties down. I'm gonna leave the plants, I think, as cover until next spring, and then next spring I'll compost them. And yeah, just do all the winter prep of trimming shrubs and the last lawn mow, de-leafing all of the gutters, putting away all the patio furniture, planting whatever needs to be planted. We have like 100 daffodil bulbs that we dug up when cleaning out part of the fence line. I've planted some, I'm going to put a little goth garden at the end of the driveway, so I've planted some blackgrass and dianthus, I think is what came in. Some like deep red dianthus to go there. So we dug up like 100 daffodil bulbs. So I'm going to plant them along the fence line, just at a different spot. I've got some more crocus bulbs coming in. I've got 2 rose bushes coming in this weekend that I want to get in for a fall start. We've got a lot of indoor plans, and I do plan on doing a ton of videos on them, so I'm very excited to get into that. I think my laptop died. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. That's what we've been making. I'm very excited to try and get back into the swing of things. I feel like I say this every 3 months, but life is insane, and there's nothing I can do about it. So yeah, thank you so much for supporting us here. If you want to support us more, you can head over to the Patreon, where I put out an extra weekly chat. You get behind the scenes on the Die Dungeon, early access to clubs, all that fun stuff. And yeah, thank you so much for supporting me here and supporting me at the shop, and I will speak to you guys soon. Bye! Oh, also, if you want to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe. We put out, sometimes 2 videos a month. That's the goal. And I will talk to you in the next one. Goodbye.